Okay, that should be working. That's working. Good. And then this should be working. Is too loud. Let me lower that a bit. Loud. Better? Lower. Better? That looks better. I just want to not be louder than my voice. That's all I care about. Still, I think could use a little bit lower. How about that? Better, better, better? That looks better. Okay, let's go with that for now. Yeah, I think we're good. I made my name tag too big, I think, but I don't know, I kind of like it that way, honestly. Maybe I'll fiddle with it a bit later. So, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my new-ish well, it's the same computer, but it has new hard drives, and Windows is reinstalled, and I'm still kind of in the process of rejiggering everything the way I want it. But for now, OBS seems to be behaving, so that's good. And Unavowed has my save files. I didn't even have to transfer any save files over because it cloud saved apparently, which is awesome. So, yeah, let's pick up where we left off. Actually, hold on. First I want to point out, now we have on our opening screen, we have Logan. Logan and KK are with us. There's Logan, there's KK. Because they're part of the Unavowed now, so they get to join us on the opening screen. So, when we left off, we had just taken Logan over to the area we were in for our first mission, because there's a ghost there. And now that we have Logan with us, we can talk to that ghost. Which is great. So yeah, please let me know if my setup is weird in any way, if anything needs to be changed, adjusted. I rely on you, my lovely viewers, to tell me if anything is wrong with my stream. So please don't be shy. I will not take offense. I mean, you know, within reason. If you tell me that my stream is crap, then I'll be like, well, that's rude. Why are you here? But you wouldn't do that, I assume. Anyway, yeah, ghost. We have a ghost. Hi, ghost. Oh, there's KK. Hello. Hello.
Maybe KK and I would be more useful here.
Shut up, Logan, I'm talking. Okay. We can't look at KK. So, instead we will just use Logan on the ghost. Hey, Blacktails, yeah, well, we couldn't deal with it before, because we didn't have Logan with us, but now we do.
Hey, you look a bit lost. Maybe we can help.
Hello? Who's there?
Eli, did you hear the ghost talk?
I did. We must be getting some psychic spillover from Logan. We should have hired a bestower years ago.
Shh, let me work here.
What's going on? Who are you?
I'm Logan Brown. This is KK.
I don't know you. You don't know me. You shouldn't be here.
What's your name?
Maybe if you told us your name, I could help you.
I told you. You don't know me. I don't know you. Let's let's keep it that way.
Why? We're here to help.
We'd like to help you, if you'd let us.
Get out of here. Get out of here before they come back.
Hey, Day of War. Welcome. First time chat. I know I've seen you before. I've seen that name before. Maybe, okay, I've probably seen you in other streamers' chats, probably just not in mine. So welcome. What's cooking? Veggies, yeah, apparently. Lots of greens. Yeah. That might be it too. I might have seen you on the Twitters.
Nobody's coming. I'm sorry.
You're lying. You're trying to make a fool of me.
I'm not. I swear I'm not.
You need to leave this place.
You're dead. That never works.
Look, I hate to be blunt, but you're dead. Your body is right over there.
No. This is a place of life, of healing. Take your lies and go.
I know, KK. That never works. Come on, man. Tell us your name.
Leave me alone.
Fine.
I don't know how to get through to this guy. I say we leave it for now. Don't we have Staten Island to check out? Maybe we'll figure it out by the time we're done.
It probably won't do us any good to look at this guy again. Yep, nothing new. Yes, I believe that is the ghost of the guy on the ground here. Oh, he has. He's definitely bestowed some ghosties. We've seen it happen. But maybe he's right, and maybe we should go to Staten Island because, as we've seen in the Blackwell games, sometimes unrelated cases have a weird way of being related after all. Oh my god, I know, right? Where is Yuna when you need her? Oh man. Yeah, I used to have at my old place I had a wall scroll of Yuna doing her sending dance behind me. I still have that wall scroll, it's just not hung up right now, it's over there in the corner. Yuna would blaze through these games. Yuna making it look easy. Alright. Well then I guess we'll go to Staten Island and see if anything is there for us to find. In which case... What? Yuna is not dumb. Exhibit A is Seymour. I mean, I wouldn't blame Yuna for Seymour. Seymour's his own person. Okay, so we gotta choose two party members. So, who are we picking? Who are we taking with us to Staten Island? We got Mandana, we got Eli, and we got Logan. You've seen how much DPS Seymour can do. God. I made it a point once. Well, so, I mean, she was agreeing to the marriage proposal for a reason. She didn't just go, oh yeah, sure, I'll marry you. She was doing that because she wanted to get him into a position where her allies could kick his ass. She had a plan. She wasn't just doing it for the hell of it. I love Final Fantasy X, so so I will fight you about it. And besides, I don't think... Did we know... It's been a while since I played it, actually. Did we know that he could summon Anima at the point where she agreed to marry him? I don't remember. I don't know. She tried, didn't she? Did he? Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I played it, so I don't really remember the full sequence of events. Okay. Oh no, you're right. You're right, because he does it in the middle of the blitzball sphere when all the monsters show up. He's like, "Anima! Zap, 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 zap." That is like the first thing he does. We also get that lovely shot of Oron's armpit. I mean, I don't think what you summon necessarily says anything about you, although, I mean, in Seymour's case it kind of does, because reasons. But, yeah. I know, oh my god, me too. Anima is terrifying, and I love her. I love her so much. So, again, who are we taking with us? Let's pick 2 people. I'm gonna leave this up to chat. Sure. To be fair, in his defense, that seems to be just a Guado thing. Like, all Guado have hair like that, not just him. But, I mean, he does have a particularly standout example of yeah. It is a very impressive hairdo. Antlers. Yeah, and also, I mean, Ultimisia, like, because they're all, you know, Tetsuya Nomura design characters, so they're all gonna have kind of similar. Like, also look at who am I thinking of? Nuge in Final Fantasy X-2 has a similarly, like, ridiculous, unnecessarily pointy ponytail. 32-bit kid, thank you for the bits. All right, let's give our bestower another shot. And who else? Logan and who? Hey! Subscribe! Thank you for the gift sub, 32-bit kid. Thank you for the bits and the gifts. And the sub. Sexy Norg. I don't think I actually have any sub emotes, unfortunately. I've still not gotten around to setting those up. But you get the satisfaction of I don't know. Of something. Because I am the laziest streamer. But at least I have those cool alerts. Eli or Mondana? The satisfaction. Yeah. I have a couple ideas for more emotes. I just have not actually gotten around to either making them myself or commissioning someone to make them for me. Probably the latter, honestly. I think that's probably the big stumbling block, is I can't decide who to commission. Speaking of decisions. Who we taking? We got one more party member to choose. Fire Mage or Half Jin? You always vote Eli? Okay. Same party as before, then. I mean, Eli is pretty great. Why is this so red?
Right. So, what are we looking for?
Magic, mystery, monsters who want to eat us, that kind of thing.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. You too, KK.
Logan is clearly excited to be on his first mission. You can relate. The ferry continues to ferry passengers to and from Staten Island. Come back, ferry. The promenade leads west towards a large sculpture. The ferry terminal is deserted at this time of night. That's so cool. Is that supposed to be like... Wow. That arch is like... weird. Weirdly creepy. I like it. The walkway extends east towards a marina.
What's up? Staten Island. It's like a big, small town, isn't it? I used to have an aunt who lived out here, back when it was called Richmond County. She's probably dead now. At 132 years old, she'd have to be.
Yeah, this is like a new thing that Watch Eye Games has started doing with this game. Is instead of having like a look and a interact description for all the items, it's just right there in the tooltip when you mouse over it. So everything is just assumed to be look, and then clicking on it is the interact. It's kind of cool. Very streamlined.
What can we do for you?
I believe Old Skies is going to do the same thing. Not totally sure. Saves on voice lines, yeah. And that's also, yeah, because like the main character is not voiced. So that also saves on voice lines. You know anything about this area?
Not really. I'd ride the ferry a lot, back in the old days. We'd go back and forth all day, but never got off. Guess it was bound to happen sooner or later.
You used to ride the ferry for fun?
Well, fun is relative. They sell alcohol in that thing, don't they? I get a beer, grab a seat, and watch the Statue of Liberty for half an hour. Then I do it again. Let the whole day slip by, going back and forth. What? Did you really think I did all my drinking at Sammy's? Anyway, when I got sober, I stopped doing it. Now go to meetings instead.
How's KK holding up?
She's fine. She keeps sneaking up behind you guys and sticking her tongue out. It's kind of adorable. What? It is.
KK is the best. Let's get back to it.
Right.
Let's see. Sculpture Marina. Let's go that way. Yup. Vision time. What did my demon self do this time? Oh. Hello.
Summoner, you have made a grave error. Return me to my world immediately.
Why? Is this a bad time?
A bad time? You joke. You summoned me in the middle of battle. I am the general commander. Without me, my soldiers are doomed to failure.
I know this, General. It is why I called you.
So you summoned me to mock me? How very human. It is no secret our efforts are going poorly. Perhaps even futile. They poison our waters. They destroy our resources, our homes, our lives. So we fight. Outnumbered and outmatched, but what choice do we have?
Would you rather complain, or would you rather win?
We don't want to win. We want to live. If you have counsel to offer, I am listening.
No, we're not the good guy, because this is me when I was possessed by a demon. And the setup is that the demon that possessed me spent the whole past year causing all kinds of problems, and this is one of them. This is going to be fun.
hell was that?
Secondhand visions are a bit fuzzy, but I think it was one of the merfolk.
Stop the island from spinning, please.
Whoa, easy. Your head okay? You do look kind of hungover. Is that it? Because I know a few good hangover cures from back in the day.
It's not a hangover. It's a neuromorphic memory imprint.
Oh, just as well. None of those cures actually worked anyway.
You seem all right. Good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Blackwell is such a good series. I just finished it. I played it before. I just recently finished streaming it. I think that was like my third time through the series-ish. But it was my first time streaming them all the way through. So I figured after I streamed them, I'll play this game, because this is kind of a sequel. Or at least set in the same universe and chronologically set after Blackwell Epiphany. So it seemed like the logical next game to play. But yeah, this is a real good one. What did that demon do?
Clapped your hands and summoned one of the merfolk into this world. Which shouldn't be possible. You've seen how much energy it takes to open the path through the void. Not even a demon possesses that kind of power.
Maybe I'm just special.
That's debatable. But that demon of yours is something new for sure. But we're not going to learn anything standing around here. Let's keep moving.
The walkway leads back to the ferry. To Richmond Terrace. Can I go over here? Merman! Yes. Neat. Well, that's where it was, but can't seem to do much else here.
That's crap and you know it.
Keep your voice down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wouldn't want to embarrass you.
Jesus, V. It's not that. You can't be here. Everyone already looks at me funny. Can't you just stop?
People are dead. How many are gonna pile up before you do something?
It's a tragedy, Vicky. That's all this is.
Right, sure. I'm getting a drink. See you around, Donnie.
Bye.
Vicky! Vicky is great. We will all learn to love Vicky. A shiny new sign for the 120th precinct of Staten Island. A heavy oak door to the old police station. This cop is barely out of his teens. He's entranced by his phone. Oh, if you listen, you can hear what he's playing. Down the street, a dive bar spills warm light onto the pavement. Is she crying? Who? Yeah, Vicky leaks. Oh, God. You're fired. Right. Anyway, yeah, the cop is playing Trollgate.
Huh? Sorry, I was a bit distracted.
You're waiting for the bus?
Yep, saving up to buy a car. Until then, I ride the bus with the plebes. Could be worse. At least cops ride free.
Nice. You look pretty engrossed on your phone there.
I guess I am. You ever play Trollgate? It's like digital crack.
Don't I know it?
You play?
Sort of. I have this friend. She talks about it a lot.
Heh. Usually I'm that friend. What guild is she in?
Crystal. But she doesn't play anymore.
She managed to quit, huh? I wish I could. I created a character when I was like 16. They got me hooked for life.
Adorable. I couldn't help but overhear that argument you were having.
Nobody. You didn't see me with anyone.
Sorry to tell you, but I did see you arguing with someone.
Shit. I mean, crap. Damn it, Vicky. Why do you have to screw up everything? Don't tell anyone, okay? I'll never hear the end of it.
Is there some kind of problem?
With Vicky, there's always a problem. And that's all I'm gonna say.
See you around, officer.
Right. See you.
I believe if you're playing as with the cop origin, you can get a little bit more out of him. But I'm not. I'm playing as the bartender. So, I believe that's all we can get out of him for now. Yeah, I did start WoW, and I played it for several years, and then I stopped. Old-timey photos of cops and cop cars. This plant looks plastic. The officers take advantage of the quiet night to get some paperwork done. A steaming mug of black coffee to ward off the cold of the rainy night. This woman sits at the desk engrossed in her paperwork.
What's up?
Who are the merfolk?
I've never actually met one, but from what I've read, they used to come to our world quite often. There are countless stories about mer creatures helping a drowning sailor. They were a fairly peaceful race. Going by your vision, I'm not sure that's accurate anymore.
Yeah, no, I've always preferred like the single player experience over multiplayer. So like I missed out on a lot of, like the story content of WoW because a lot of the story is like gated behind raids and dungeons that you really can't do on your own unless you're like way over leveled for them. So that always kind of pissed me off about it. But I played it for a while. Mainly the thing that made me stop was that, well, among other things, was that like, I mean, I have so many other games in my backlog, and paying a subscription for WoW kind of made me feel like I was obligated to spend the time playing WoW, because otherwise I wasn't getting my money's worth. And while I was doing that, all the other games that I had were just sitting there not being played. And those were games that I could play and finish, whereas WoW is just kind of a thing that you play forever. What I would do is I would kind of like spend some time playing WoW, and then I would kind of go back and forth between that and other games.
Right.
So, I don't have like a problem with people who play it. Like, also, I mean, Final Fantasy XIV and like any other MMOs, they're great. Great ways to spend your time. And honestly, I've been strongly considering playing Final Fantasy XIV as well, because I have like a number of people who love it and who play it, and I should probably check it out. But yeah, there's always that nagging, I have so many other games to play. That's true. Like, that's another thing. It's getting your money's worth is, I mean, it is kind of like a false, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not buyer's remorse, but sunk cost. The sunk cost fallacy. Kind of ties into that, I guess. Yeah. Also, hi, Sungnif. Right. Also that. That's the other reason why I don't play WoW anymore, because Blizzard is assholes. Or is run by assholes.
What can we do for you?
Right, exactly. And I don't believe for a second in the whole thing that like, oh, if I pay a certain amount of money for a game, then I should get a number of hours of enjoyment out of it and no fewer. That's bullshit. It's all about quality over quantity. So, a giant sea monster.
You know the weirdest thing about that? It was the look on your demon self's face. No reaction, no surprise, no nothing. Like it was just another day. Whatever this sea monster thing wants, I think we can handle it. But this demon of yours, I'm not sure. Right.
rage at Pixel Dungeon.
Yes? What is it? Sorry. I thought you looked a bit familiar. But no. It was just a trick of the light.
You've never seen me before. Certainly not on any wanted posters.
That's a joke. Obviously.
Obviously.
In any case, while I'd love to chat, I have a mountain of paperwork to get through. Unless there's something else I could help you with?
Eli and his awkward laugh. That was great. I have not played Norco, but I have it. It is on my list. Bogus Meat Factory convinced me to pick it up because I saw a little bit of it on his channel, and he basically just like raved about it, and it was like he said it was like one of the best adventure games he's ever played, or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he has strongly recommended that game, and I respect his opinion. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably check that game out. So, not played it yet, but I'm gonna. What do you do here?
Captain Joy Harrison, at your service. Filling out paperwork, a specialty.
Should I not say that? I probably should say it. I'm gonna say it. Oh, oops.
Is she bothering my officers again? That woman just can't let things go.
Sorry, I forgot to. I saw a cop named Vicky, or woman named Vicky arguing with a cop outside. Could you tell me about Vicky?
What's to tell? She used to be one of my finest detectives. Now she's not. I feel for her. I really do. But until she gets the help she needs to stay out of our way. Now, unless that's all.
Vicky needs help? What kind of help?
Mental help. The kind you need a PhD to prescribe medication for. She refuses to get it, and it's only making her condition worse. Heaven helps those who help themselves, as they say. It's out of my hands.
About Vicky.
I do not gossip about my officers, even suspended ones. Please take your idle speculation elsewhere.
So long.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me, I have now paperwork to climb.
I like her little, like, half smile portrait. That's cute. I would also love to play Psychonauts 2. That's also on my wish list.
No, KK, I'm not gonna ask him to join your Trollgate guild.
Why not?
Let's try not to annoy the cops, okay?
I'm sure he'd love it.
Vinny, come on. You and me, we go back.
You think I don't know that? But you keep bothering people. You keep bothering me.
She was your wife, you asshole.
It was a tragedy, Vicky. That's all it was.
You're serious?
Dead-ass serious. Now leave, Santina.
Well, screw you too, buddy.
Banned from a bar. Now that takes me back. What can we do for you? Right.
What's up? Right.
Look at this guy. Graffiti guy. Does that sign? Okay, there we go. A basic self-storage facility. A door to the storage facility. Looks unlocked. A dark alley snakes its way between the bar and storage facility. The street continues toward the east. You're replaying Halo 1 on hard mode. Nice. I've never played Halo. Honestly, it's not my cup of tea. But mad respect for playing it on hard mode. Graffiti guy's too many eyebrows. Or maybe that's a nose? It's hard to tell. Aw, heck yeah. Good old Spoonie. A rattling old air conditioner drips moisture onto the damp street. I would like to play Ripper 2, or at least watch someone play it. I know very little about it other than, you know, Christopher Walken. There's nothing quite like the warm glow of a bar window in the early evening. A friendly-looking door leads into Vinny's bar. Vinny's, the best cop dive on Staten Island. road bends back toward the promenade. Oh, that must be the sculpture. Oh, we can get into storage. Cool. The way back to Richmond Terrace. A small ventilation duct. This storage unit is completely empty. A small card reader is embedded next to the door. A tightly closed storage unit door. An old box lies forgotten on a platform truck. An elevator to higher floors. Yeah. It definitely seems like one of those, of a certain era of FMV adventure games. Full of, like, the worst forms of moon logic. But yeah, I have not played it myself, and so I can't really comment on how hard it may or may not be. Oh, hello.
Oh, man.
Another ghost, and in a back alley, no less. Can you see him, Logan?
It's a her. And, yeah.
I love this graffiti here. A vile-smelling heap of oozing trash bags. A heavy metal door pitted with rust marks. An old and weathered keypad is embedded next to the door. A heavy cinder block has been abandoned on the ground. It's fuzzy and indistinct. It stares blankly ahead, barely noticing you were even here. Locked. One, two, three, four, five. There are some legit good FMV games, and I mean, there's always kind of going to be like a little bit of cheesiness to them, and some are definitely better than others. But yeah, I mean, some of them are really good. Oh god, yeah. I recently played one called The Shapeshifting Detective, which I very much enjoyed. And that same studio has made a number of other FMV games, which I now want to check out because I liked Shapeshifting Detective, so I bet all the other stuff is probably good too. Let's see. So yeah, Shapeshifting Detective, that's like one of the more modern ones. For more classic style, like more older FMVs, I would actually recommend Gabriel Knight 2. I'd recommend the whole Gabriel Knight trilogy. Definitely play Gabriel Knight 1 first, which is not FMV, but then play Gabriel Knight 2, which is FMV. It's very cheesy, but it's good. I think so anyway. I don't know if my tastes are the same as yours, but... Okay, no, that's totally fair. Like, yeah, cheesy is not for everyone, and it's not for me sometimes too, but... Okay, so then you'd probably be better served by playing some of the more modern FMV style games. Like The Shapeshifting Detective, or... Let's see, what are some other ones? Oh, Her Story? Her Story is a good one. What else? I haven't actually played a lot of more modern ones. But let's see, The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker is another one by the same people who made The Shapeshifting Detective. There's also, I believe, Contradiction is another FMV game. I have not played those, but yeah, I don't know. Might be worth checking out if you're interested. You feel like you just fall asleep. I mean, yeah, like I guess it also kind of depends on what kind of gameplay you like. I guess depending on the game, like the various interactions that you could even have with an FMV game, feel like they would be kind of limited. Because there's only so many things that you can have a live actor do. But I don't know. Is it? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's on my list. Have not played it, but probably will eventually. Hello.
Maybe KK and I would be more useful here.
What was the other one? Oh yeah, Telling Lies is another one. I think by the same. Is that also Sam Barlow? That's like the same devs as Her Story, I think, if I remember correctly.
Hey, can we talk to you for a second?
Hello? Who goes there?
My name is Logan. This here's KK.
This isn't the place for a child. Is she yours?
Kinda. We're stuck together anyway.
Either way, you shouldn't be here. Leave as soon as you can.
Who goes there?
So you know my name. What's yours?
I'm a soldier. Just a soldier.
No offense or anything, lady, but you don't look like a soldier to me.
That's what I am. The general said so.
General?
I fight for the general. I die for the general. It is who I am. It is what I do.
Can you tell me anything about this place?
I am waiting for orders. That is all.
The Complex. Don't know that one. You died for the general, yeah. She sure did.
So, I hate to tell you this, but you're kinda dead?
I am a soldier. It is my duty to die in battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You already did.
I did nothing. I am merely awaiting orders.
Right, whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I'm trying to help you here. Can't you tell me your name?
I'm a soldier. That's who I am.
Come on. I'm gonna take off, okay?
You don't need my permission.
Okay, well, that was not very helpful, but let's keep looking. Vinny. Vinny?
Logan, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just give me a second. The first thing they tell you is not to enter a gin joint, no matter what. But the AA handbook wasn't written with folks like us in mind, huh?
You can stay out here if you want, Logan.
No, that's not fair. Not to you, not to me. Look, never mind. I'm fine. Let's go in.
Hey, new faces, all right. Come on in, dry yourself off.
Sorry, Logan. A horror film about a nightstick possessed by a serial killer. Not bad. This door goes back to the street. A used matchbook with the name of the bar. A flyer for a psychic hotline. He's smiling pleasantly. He looks eager for some company. A note scrawled with some popular drink recipes. Logan's eyes keep drifting towards the exit. He's clearly uncomfortable here. So what New Yorkers call dive bars. Is that true? I actually didn't know that. Gin joint. I mean, I know the term gin joint, but I didn't know that was just like a general term for dive bars. A wide variety of local beers on tap. Not a bad collection, although your assortment at Sammy's was better. The drink of the month is Vinny's Vodka Martini. Sounds tempting.
Stop looking at me like that. I'm fine. Let's just do what we need to do and get out of here.
Left over from Prohibition times. Okay, that would make sense.
Seems like a nice place. If I didn't need to keep my head, I might order something.
Decaf Jedi, thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone. Welcome, raiders.
Hey,
It's your place?
my name's on the sign.
So you're Vinny.
Yep, you're pretty sharp.
I have my moments.
Ha, I like you guys.
Hey, welcome, Web. Welcome to Unavowed. How's, you've been playing Flight of the Amazon Queen tonight, right? I've not played that one yet, although I do have it. I should probably play that eventually. How is it? Surprisingly good? Nice. Cool. Nice wine collection. Is that a Silas Merlot 99?
You know your stuff. Most folks around here don't know their wines. I was saving it for my wedding anniversary, but it was a tragedy. That's all it was.
What a Fajedi. Deca Fajedi. Who were you arguing with outside?
Oh, sorry you had to see that. Vicky and me, we go back. I help her out where I can, but there are limits.
Is it? It might be. I don't know. I don't read Girl Genius. Why does Vicky need help?
If you don't know, I probably shouldn't say. You guys are obviously not from the neighborhood.
Bartender's creed. I get it, but I'd like to help if I can.
Sorry, can't do it. Like you say, it's part of the job description. Vicky's an old friend, and a good cop once upon a time. I ain't betraying that. Even if she has become the neighborhood nut.
Neighborhood nut?
You've seen her around. You know what I'm talking about. She skeeves everyone out. The cops want nothing to do with her. Even her own family's ready to write her off.
Her own family won't talk to her?
I said enough. Sorry. Hey, hat guy? You okay?
I'm fine. It's just what you said.
Hat
To
guy.
turn away from your own family. It's the hardest thing in the world.
Aw.
Could be. Vicky made it easy for him, I'll say that much.
Nice. Yeah, like I'm at least familiar with Girl Genius. I had a friend back in, I think, high school who was an avid reader, and so I know a lot of it. I know a lot about, like, basically everything I know about Girl Genius I learned from my friend. But yeah, never read it myself. And yeah, that's also where I know the the folios from. Did anything happen to anyone in the alleyway outside?
The alley? It was, my wife. A tragedy. That's all it was.
Your wife died in the alley?
Tragedy. That's all.
Vicky said something about your wife?
It was a tragedy. Yeah, it was a tragedy. That's all it was.
A tragedy? What happened?
It was a tragedy. That's all it was.
Sorcerer's Queen, yeah! That's some good art right there. That's all you have to say about your wife?
It was a tragedy. That's all it was.
What was your wife's name?
You need to stop asking about that. It was a tragedy. That's all it was. Nothing else.
Well, see you around.
I ain't going anywhere.
Her name was Tragedy, yes. Oh, we're talking about, like, favorite magic card art. My favorite is Plague Witch. Let me actually see if I can find a link to it real quick. Oh, that's tiny. Oops. How about this one? Yeah, Dieter Lacy is awesome. Let's see if that works. Does that work? That does work. I love that art for some reason. Gift of Orzova. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Yep. What was my desktop background for a while? I don't remember what the card was, but it was some dragon or other. It was like this really huge, like multi-headed dragon that you could just kind of see, like in the background of this really cool, like misty kind of landscape. I do not remember the name of the card, but that was my desktop background for a while. Progenitus, that might be it. Let's see. I don't think that's it. That's close, but that's not quite what it was. It was facing the other way, I believe. Yeah, the dragon's heads were facing the other direction, I think. But that's really cool, though. Love that, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That guy's wife dies, and it barely registers. Does that seem off to you?
You're not wrong. His wife died. He's been brainwashed not to think about it. He should be grieving. He needs to be grieving. It's just what you do.
Yeah, I think Dieter Lisi also did, he did like the illustrations for one of the monster manuals of, I forget which edition of D&D. I want to say 4th ed, but I could be wrong about that. I didn't know he did Planescape too. That's awesome. Love Planescape. Planescape.
What's up? Right.
What can we do for you? Right.
So yeah, his wife died, and all he can say about it is, it was a tragedy. Notice that Danny, the cop over here, said the same thing.
So he's like the others.
There are no others.
Janie, this is rotten and you know it.
It's a tragedy, Vicky. That's all this is.
God damn it. Forget it. I'm going for a walk. Come talk to me if you want to do your damn job.
Again, tragedy. The September 11th Memorial. It overlooks the spot where the Twin Towers once stood. The promenade stretches back east toward the ferry terminal. She stands at attention, struggling to retain her dignity in the pouring rain. The body is covered by a mildew-stained tarp. Gross. Hey, Samuel! Thank you for the raid and welcome.
Sorry, miss. You shouldn't be here. You need to leave.
But there's a dead body here. Should we be scared?
No, there's no reason to be scared. This is just a tragedy. A senseless tragedy.
What kind of tragedy?
It's a tragedy. Just a tragedy. A senseless tragedy.
A small but enthusiastic raid. That's my favorite kind. Can you be a bit more detailed than that? What kind of tragedy?
It's a tragedy. That's all this is.
Let's try this again. What happened?
It's
all right. Go ahead and say it.
a tragedy. That's all this is.
Who was that woman you were arguing with?
Vicky? Nobody. Stay clear of her if you know what's good for you.
Did anyone die in the alley behind Vinny's?
You mean Vinny's wife? It was a tragedy. That's all it was.
Do you know Vinny's wife's name?
Now why are you going around asking about that? That was just a tragedy. That's all it was. The Case is closed.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, Planescape. I did play in a Planescape tabletop game once, like a long, long time ago, and that was about it. And then, of course, I played Planescape Torment, which I absolutely love. Adore that game. And yeah, the Planescape setting is so cool. And I would love more of it to exist. Cool, yeah. Thanks for coming by, Davor. Sleep well, and I'll see you another time, perhaps. I do have Numenera. It's one, again, on the list of games that I have not yet played. But yeah, that, as I've heard, is a very good Planescape Torment successor, and I really should also play Disco Elysium, which I've heard is amazing, and also kind of in the same vein as Planescape Torment. I feel weird about buying that game now, though, because of what, because of the whole kerfuffle with the publisher and the dev. So I've kind of held off on buying it, even when it goes on crazy sale. So, I don't know. I really, really want to play it, though. What kind of tragedy?
It's a tragedy. Just a tragedy. A senseless tragedy.
Is Vicky really the neighborhood nut?
Neighborhood nut? You been talking to Vinny? Look, she's going through a rough patch. No question there. But you can't talk about cops that way, suspended or not. It's about respect.
And what about yourself? When you spoke to Vicky before, was that respect?
That's different. I'm a cop.
Is it true Vicky's family won't speak to her?
Yeesh. Word gets around, don't it? You think it's easy for the Santinas? They're a cop family to the bone, going back 100 years at least. Getting suspended like that had to be a blow.
It doesn't matter. You don't turn away from your family.
I won't argue there, but in Vicky's case, I think it was mutual. Her folks had their anniversary barbecue last month. Vicky was there. Things went down. Wasn't pretty.
Oh, dang. Oh, no, your poor apartment. Oh, good thing you saved what you did, though. 2 firstborns, 5 right arms, and a dozen kidneys. Oh, boy. I found that barbecue last month.
Like I said, it was for her folks' wedding anniversary. I don't know what went down, but the neighbors had to call the cops. Which, as you can imagine, made things a bit awkward at the next briefing meeting.
Right. I'll leave. See you around.
Sure. Please try and stay clear.
Alright, well, we're in a big loop. Let's see if we can find anything else out.
I'm impressed, Nick. You became a bestower, what, a year ago?
Give or take.
You adjusted fast. When I came into my power, it took me years to accept it.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not anything special. And KK took it easy on me. Bestower or not, unavowed or not, I'm still who I've always been. If I lose that, then I lose everything.
Sometimes letting go is necessary, but I see your point.
Planescape Dark Sun, only 2 ever care about. Oh, I have I don't know if this is worth anything, probably not in the state it's in, but I have a copy of the Ravenloft Domains of Dread book from 2E. That's probably like my most like notable TTRPG thing that I have.
Evening, ma'am.
Did anyone die in the alley behind Vinny's?
Oh, you mean the tragedy? That's all it was. A tragedy. Just leave Vinny's wife alone.
Oh, is it? That's cool. It's yeah, like, it's not in very good shape, so it probably isn't worth a whole lot, but no. It exists. Is Vicky really the neighborhood nut?
Who said that? Was it Vinny? Fucking Vinny. Of course, he's not wrong, is he?
Yeah, probably for good reason, because Planescape rules. Is it true Vicky's family turned against her?
Turned against her? Who said that? I haven't turned against her.
Wait, you're related to Vicky?
Fine. Now you know. She's my sister. I'm not trying to make a big deal out of that, okay? Vicky's been nothing but trouble ever since she got shot.
Vicky was shot?
Right in the shoulder. It was during that nightclub shooting last year. Vicky was the only one to get out alive. That kind of thing is bound to mess anybody up. But Vicky isn't Vicky anymore.
So fun fact, that nightclub shooting he's referring to, if you are playing, if you play the cop origin, that's your origin story, is the nightclub shooting. Vicky is messed up? How?
That's just it. We don't know. She just got weird, angry all the time, twitchy, paranoid. She keeps bothering people with questions, trying to solve cases that we closed a long time ago.
Ravenloft's publishing history is a mess. I can kind of see why, like, because it's basically, it like pulls in a bunch of stuff from like other D&D settings, right? So I can imagine, I mean, I know, the only one I'm really familiar with is I know that like, the people in charge of Dragonlance, I don't think they really gave permission for Lord Soth to be used as a Dark Lord of Ravenloft. So, like, his inclusion in Ravenloft is not canon. And there's probably similar stories from other stuff as well, I'm guessing. Dragonlance is really the only D&D setting I'm actually familiar with. No, that makes sense. What cases did Vicky try to reopen?
Just tragedies. That's all they are. Each of them, just a tragedy.
What kind of tragedy?
Like I said, it's just a tragedy. A tragedy. That's all it is.
So brother and sister are both cops.
All of us Santinas are cops. Our dad, grandpa, my two big brothers. It's a family thing. At least, until now.
If Vicky's such a problem, why don't you stop her?
She's a Santina. That name still carries some weight around here. At least until she takes it too far. Which she will, the way she's going.
You sound almost ashamed of her. Your own sister.
Hey, man. You think I haven't tried talking to her? Tried to get her counseling? Whatever? She won't listen. I feel bad for her, but she's gone somewhere none of us can follow. I'm not getting dragged down with her. And that's a fact. If she wants to live in Vinny's crap basement, that's her business.
If Vicky lives under Vinny's bar?
Yeah. Since her severance package ran out, that's all she can afford.
Do you know the name of Vinny's wife?
Jesus, you sound like my sister. That case is closed. It was just a tragedy. That's all it was.
One thing I really like about this whole scenario is like, whenever they say the tragedy line, their faces just go blank. Like everybody who is doing this, they just have like this totally just blank 1,000-yard stare when they say it was a tragedy. We heard something about a family barbecue?
See, that's the kind of crap I'm talking about. My parents do a barbecue every summer for their anniversary. All the neighborhood cops go. So, of course, Vicky has to show up and cause a scene. Gets into a screaming match with Captain Harrison. I mean, the captain. They almost threw hands. I get that Vicky went through a lot, but you just don't do that.
About that barbecue last month.
I told you. Vicky and the captain almost threw hands. I'm trying to pretend it didn't happen.
See you around, officer.
Right. See you.
Threw hands?
Yes? What is it? I'm quite busy here.
Did anyone die in the alley behind Vinny's?
That was a tragedy, wasn't it? Poor Marlene. But it was just a tragedy. That's all it was.
Hey, we have a name. Vinny's wife is named Marlene.
Yes, what of it? Now, unless you have something important to bother me with.
Is it true you and Vicky got into a fight at the family barbecue?
Everyone's a gossip, aren't they? Yes, it's true. It was my fault. I shouldn't have risen to her. But Vicky has a way. She gets under your skin, needling you until you snap. Useful on the job, not so much in civilian life.
What did you argue about?
You might have noticed she's been acting erratic. So she was asked specifically not to come to the party. She came anyway. She took a handful of the party invitations and burned them on the grill. I've never seen anything so petty in my life. So I tried to make her leave. She was looking for a fight. I almost gave it to her. I should have known better.
What happened at the barbecue again?
As I said, Vicky was looking for an argument. I almost gave it to her. I shouldn't have. She took a handful of the...
So long.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me, I have now paperwork to climb.
Captain Joy Harrison sits at the desk, overwhelmed by paperwork. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Numenera when I finally get around to it.
Hey, it's us again.
You really shouldn't be here. General's orders.
Do you know Vinny, the guy who runs this bar? Hello?
Vinny doesn't give me orders. The General does.
So you do know Vinny?
I await the General's orders.
Marlene?
Marlene? Is that your name? Marlene?
I'm a soldier.
Even soldiers have names, and yours is Marlene.
My name is Marlene.
That's it.
I think maybe you're right. Wait. What am I doing out here?
You tell me.
So why are you hanging around out here?
I was getting the basement ready. Vicky, she rented it. I needed to clean it up. I needed the master key.
Master key?
For the basement. I was picking it up when I was somewhere else.
What do you mean somewhere else?
The key. I was getting the key. It's hidden under that cinder block. I bent down to move it, then everything went dark. I was somewhere else. I was on the battlefield. The sky was red. I had a spear in my hand. They told me to fight.
You mentioned a they. Who are they?
It's all so fuzzy. The man from the water. Only, he wasn't a man. He sent me to the forest. To the enemy. The ones with teeth and claws. They had to die. I had to kill them. So I did.
Jesus. Why'd you do that?
I don't know. It's coming clear. I was a soldier. I was following orders. I was attacked. From behind. I heard the snarling and the screams. Everything went dark again. What happened to me? Where was I?
I don't know.
They killed me, didn't they?
I'm sorry. Is there anything else you can remember?
No. It's all so hazy. I'm sorry.
Could you describe the man from the water?
I'm sorry. I wasn't quite myself.
Do what you need to do, Logan.
Marlene, can you take KK's hand? We're gonna get you to where you need to be.
Okay.
Well, that was quick.
What can we do for you? Right.
It's so weird, like, seeing that from the outside. Like, we don't get to see his little mental world. Slurp. Delicious ghost. I think I heard about that. Yeah, that name sounds familiar. I don't think I was really paying too much attention to their business dealings at the time, though. Well, hey, key. Yoink. Alley key. This key unlocks the door in Vinny's alley. Before we do that...
What's up?
So remember how Captain Harrison mentioned that Vicky burned invitations on the grill? That's where Eli comes in. Could you fire read something for me?
Sure. What do you need?
Vicky burned something at the family barbecue. Can you see it?
Sure. Just a sec.
Join us for a BBQ. Frank and Abby Santina's anniversary BBQ, August 23rd, 6 o'clock, the Santina's backyard. Neat.
Seems pretty typical, as these things go. I used to host a bunch of backyard barbecues myself back in the day. Of course, these days, I wouldn't even need to buy fuel.
Just click. Your burger is done. I think... I don't remember, but I think that, I think that invitation has information about, like... I think that might have the code. It's like the date or whatever. But yeah, there's another way to get in there.
Hey,
I heard Vicky lives in your basement?
yeah. I never use the room, so I rent it out sometimes. The door's got a keypad lock, but since I let the renter choose the combo, there aren't any problems. Having Vicky down there is awkward as hell, but what can I do? Let her live in the street? As long as she uses the alley entrance and doesn't bother my customers, we don't have a problem.
Is Vicky home?
She's never home. She only comes home to sleep. What she does all day is her own business.
Can I take a look around Vicky's room?
No. What a thing to ask. Why would I let you do that?
I'm just trying to help her out. Surely you understand.
Of course I understand, but it's a matter of trust. I mean, what would the world come to if you couldn't trust your bartender?
We really need to get down to Vicky's room.
And why would I let you do that?
We're trying to solve these murders before there's another one.
There aren't any murders, lady. I told you, it's just a bunch of tragedies. That's all it is. And why would I...
Something is going on here and we want to get to the bottom of it.
You sound as crazy as Vicky. Nothing is going on. It's just a tragedy. That's all it is. And why...
Your wife was murdered, Vinny. We're trying to solve it.
She was a tragedy. That's all it was. A tragedy. Stop trying to make this more than it is. And why would... Alright, that's settled. Like I said, I couldn't even get you in there if I wanted to. Vicky chose her own code for the door. I ain't going anywhere.
I'm good. You can stop looking at me like that.
I wasn't looking?
I was talking to KK. She wore race.
Right. Sorry.
I actually liked Fourth Ed, mainly because, and I will go on huge rants about this, mainly because...
I can't ask him that.
Hold on.
Huh? What is it?
KK's wondering if you guys thought about buying a computer.
Hey, Mr. Gel.
What? We're storing all our data on? We've considered it. We haven't done it yet.
No. She wants to see Trollgate on a bigger screen.
Oh, maybe someday.
Do it. No, yeah, I liked Fourth Ed because one of my biggest problems with D&D is that spellcasters are impossible to play at early levels. So Fourth Ed fixed that. Fourth Ed made spellcasters actually viable at low levels, and so I was very happy with that. But then Fourth Ed also relies a lot on like maps and miniatures, which I don't like. But yeah, I liked 4th Ed. I thought it was fine. I think a lot of people just complained about it unnecessarily, but then again, I'm not a huge, like, extremely dedicated D&D player, so I'm sure their concerns were valid. And I was upset initially at 5th Ed because 5th Ed returned to Vancian magic, or so I thought, where, like, you have to prepare your spells beforehand, and then you can only cast so many spells a day. But it's actually much better than I think it is, because it has it has really good cantrips, which you can just cast at will. So spellcasters are still totally viable at low level, and then the spell slot system is actually a good one. And I've learned this firsthand because I'm actually DMing a D&D game currently. And that's, if there's any way to familiarize yourself with how a game works, run a game of it. But yeah, so I'm okay with 5th Ed as it exists, but I was also okay with 4th Ed, and I'm also playing in a Pathfinder game at the same time, run by someone else, and it's weird going back and forth between the rule systems. Wait, what? 1080p? What did I do? What happened? I've played GURPS. GURPS is decent. I've not played Gumshoe. I've not played Fate, but I'm familiar with Fate.
Jesus, the smell of this place.
Yeah, it's bad, huh?
For you, maybe. For me, the smell is all too familiar.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. KK, don't look at me that way. I'm fine. Let's just do what we need to do and get out of here.
See, I liked that. I liked that you were not just, like, completely useless at low levels. I think that's important to actually, have a way to survive and not just, like, die as soon as something coughs on you. Because otherwise, what's the point? Like, why am I even playing this game? Like, what's the point of starting at a low level if you're just gonna, if there's nothing you can do, if you're just gonna be useless for, like, almost the entire time you're playing? And I don't mind that everyone has healing, because yeah, everyone should have some way to heal themselves, I think. Although I get what you're saying, because yeah, like, that does kind of have shades of, like, MMO kind of, or video game rules, because if you're playing solo, then you want a way to heal yourself, because otherwise you're kind of SOL. But yeah. I just want to be able to play a spellcaster and not be a useless lump after a single spell. Right, back to the graffiti-covered alley. Eli's nose is wrinkling with distaste. Dozens of empty beer bottles litter the room. An official-looking document peppered with bullet holes. A dull but solid butter knife has a coating of white dust on it. A red post-it note lying next to a clutch of empty ale bottles. Rumpled bedclothes and a soggy air mattress. Ew, gross. Clothes and personal effects spill out of damp cardboard boxes. A neatly laid out bulletin board describing a series of murders. A chalk message reading, "You are not crazy." City of New York, Police Department, 120 Precinct, 78 Richmond Terrace, Staten Island, New York, 10301. RE, Notice of Termination. Dear Ms. Santina, we are deeply saddened to inform you that your position at the Staten Island Police Department is suspended. Due to your violation of our Officer Code of Conduct, Section 3A, we have no choice but to end your employment with us, effective immediately. Please turn in your badge and associated IDs to Captain Harrison. We are aware of the extraordinary circumstances surrounding your situation and agree to revisit this decision pending psychological evaluation. Be sure of one thing, Santina. You are not insane. You are not the one who's crazy. The key is to look under the crazy. Don't forget. Butter knife. Guy Laputa. Retired? Where is he? Marlene DeMarco. Found in alley. Missing 1 week. Chewed to pieces. Johnny Vitarella. Found on dock. Missing 4 days. Heart torn out. Me. Pam Prawl. Found in bathroom. Missing 6 days. Throat crushed. Russ Stefani. Found on street. Missing 1 week. Head bashed in. So, someone tried to kill Vicky, I guess? Yikes. Also. A statement or a reminder? Another brick. Just a red brick. A pitted brick. An old brick. Just a brick in the wall. An old red brick. A rough clay brick. A clay brick. A reddish brick. An old brick. A pitted brick. A tough old brick. Brick. Fourth that is fixed second ed. Yeah. Under the crazy. Aha. A small blue key card. A label on it reads J&M Storage 102. Yoink.
Hey, Logan. You okay?
Sure. It's just that room. I came close to living like that once upon a time. There, but by the grace of God and all.
Oh, hello.
Don't move. Any of you. Okay. Now turn around. Nice and slow. Holy shit. It's you. The one who shot up that bar in the Bronx. Give me one reason why I shouldn't put a bullet in your head right now.
Wait, you recognize me?
You serious? You killed a bunch of people. There was an APB with your picture on it for months. I've been watching you. You've been sniffing around, asking about me. And what the hell did you do to Marlene?
Marlene? You mean the ghost?
No, the Tooth Fairy. Yes, the fucking ghost.
Marlene's fine. And please, watch your language in front of the kid.
What fucking kid? I'm talking about Marlene. Marlene DeMarco. Missing for a week, then found dead in this alley, arms and legs chewed to pieces. There's been no investigation. Nobody even wants to talk about it. Not the cops, not her husband, nobody. Nobody except you. So tell me, what is going on?
I love Vicky's accent. Why don't you tell me?
Tell you, huh? Last year I was in the hospital. This guy named Marino went crazy, started shooting everyone. I took him out, but I took one in the shoulder. Spent a month in recovery. Things were fine, but when I got out, everything was weird.
Excuse me. Oh man. I played a little bit of the Warhammer tabletop game, the Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game. It's okay, but I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the percentile system. It's possible that we weren't doing it right, because it was like our first time playing it, and it was our GM's first time running it. But I think my problem with it was that I didn't feel like I didn't feel like there was a proper chance of success at like anything we were doing. Like if I had, for example, if I'd put points in a skill and I had like, you know, worked, if my character had, you know, devoted their life to this skill that they've developed, then they should have a higher than 50% chance of succeeding at it, right? And that didn't seem to be reflected in the actual mechanics of the game. But again, it's possible that we just were doing it wrong. But you were physically fine?
Yeah, my arm's solid as a rock. I can hold this position all night. 12 years I've been a cop. You think that means something? No, I'm out on my ass. Everyone thought I was crazy. Me, bodies piling up all over town, and I'm the crazy one. Nobody cared. Not the cops I used to serve, not even the victims' families. It was like they didn't even notice. I thought I was the only one. But you guys notice, don't you?
Oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah, success chances are always going to be based on, like, percentage chances. But I felt like those chances were too low, as defined by the Warhammer Fantasy role-playing rules. I didn't feel like I was being given an appropriate chance to succeed at the thing that my character was supposedly built for doing. I have played Call of Cthulhu once, and I had a lot of fun with it, actually. That was great. We see because we're like you, void-touched.
We're nothing alike. No, here's what's gonna happen. We're all gonna march down to the police station. Then you're gonna tell the captain everything. Tell her what you can see. Convince him I'm not crazy. Get them to give me my badge back.
That's a really horrible idea.
You're in no position to argue. You and your murder groupies are coming with me.
Murder groupies.
Really? She was possessed. Wasn't her fault.
Sorry, who are you?
Beckett, ma'am. Eli Beckett.
Listen to this guy, so fucking polite. Look, Eli Beckett, I don't care what kind of cult you are, we're going to the station. Now.
And tell them what? That ghosts and goblins are real? You think that's gonna work?
I've got to try something.
God, it's like looking into a mirror.
What the hell are you talking about?
You think I didn't try the same thing? Telling people about it?
Tell people what?
The things we can see. Nobody would believe it. I was convinced I was going crazy.
Stay where you are, and I am not going crazy.
No, you're not. You're living in a world where this is possible.
Holy.
Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Detective Santina.
Magic is real. You know this, and you're part of it now. We shouldn't be fighting. Something bad is going on, here on Staten Island. You're drawn to it, so are we. Let's help each other. Put our heads together. Fix this, whatever it is. What do you say?
I want to be normal. I don't want this. You want to help? Stay the hell out of my way. And stay the hell away from me.
Aw, Vicky.
I guess that could have gone better.
Eli, you did a really good job, though.
What can we do for you? Right.
What's up? Right.
Vicky, come back. Actually, we don't need Vicky to come back. We have a storage unit to investigate. Also, I haven't saved my game in a while. Let's do that. Miss Complaint tablet. Do it. What are 3D printers for if not printing out internet memes? An unruly heap of papers and boxes lies within Vicky's storage unit. Oh.
You guys must think I'm stupid, don't you? Breaking into my apartment, going through my stuff. I might not have a badge anymore, but I know a Class B felony when I see one.
This isn't funny.
No, it's fucking hilarious. I'm busting a gut out here. I'll be laughing even harder when the cops arrive.
You can't bring the local police into this.
What a surprise. The crazy murderer doesn't want the cops around. Here's a fact. The ones who don't like the cops are the ones who have something to hide.
We're on the same side here.
Bullshit. There are laws. There are rules. You guys are spitting on them. Donnie, you got my call, thank Christ.
Hello, Vicky.
Christmas came early, baby brother. I got 3 perps in there. Gift wrapped just for you. They're armed, so you should call for backup. Just make sure you get credit for the caller. Donnie, you gonna move your ass or what? Donnie? Donnie, what the holy fuck?
You were killed here. Unknown shooter. It was a tragedy. That's all it was.
Donnie, no.
A tragedy. Just a tragedy.
Donnie, this isn't you. Snap out of it.
Just a...
Shit. I don't want to do this, Donnie.
Oh, crap. Well, that's not good. Eli's eyes dart around the storage unit, searching for a hidden exit.
Not now. We need to get out of here before those two kill each other.
Those two are gonna kill each other, and I don't want to deal with any more ghosts today.
It says no smoking, sprinkler system in effect. A maintenance panel is embedded in the wall, held in place by a few screws. A heavy door panel covering the exit to the storage facility.
Did you really think that was gonna work?
The ceiling has several sprinkler valves embedded in it. Countless notes, files, and documents fill the room. Too bad there's no time to go through it all.
There's no time to go through this stuff now. Somebody's about to get shot out there.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. A large ventilation duct. It's sealed tight.
That thing is screwed in pretty tight. We're not gonna pull it out using our bare hands.
Perhaps this butter knife.
That would only break the knife.
Yeah, exactly. The panel has been opened, revealing its inner workings. Also, hey Eli.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Sorry.
And I thought it was wet outside.
But yeah. It's pretty funny. This unit is for the sprinkler system. This unit says door open. This unit says door close. I can only connect. Okay. Oops, no. I think that's what I want. There we go.
How did you...
Magic.
Whatever, just stay back. You'll get yourself shot.
O ye of little faith.
Oh, jeez.
Guns. So combustible. It's safe. You can all come out now. You too, Viggy.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine.
Shit. What a mess.
Eli rules. Still want to arrest us?
Huh, no. Couldn't do that if I wanted to. I'm sorry. You saved my life. Thank you. It's been a long year, but that doesn't excuse anything. I was a grade A jerk.
You had your own problems. How you deal with them is on you.
How I should deal with them is as a cop. It's time I do that. Were you really possessed when you killed all those people?
Kick. Poke him with a stick. Yes, I'm trying to forget it.
Forget? Hell no. Never forget. If you forget, then they died for nothing.
So, are you with us?
Someone brainwashed my brother to kill me. You don't mess with two Santinas and get away with it.
Vic?
Donnie.
It was Harrison.
Harrison? Captain Harrison? She told you to kill me?
How? Why?
It's okay, Donnie, but you're sure? Joy Harrison. That Captain Harrison?
She said meet her on her boat when it was done. Said it was a tragedy. Just a tragedy.
Harrison, huh? Stay safe, Donnie. Your sister has business to take care of. You guys coming with me or what?
Shouldn't someone stay here with Donnie?
You guys go ahead. KK and I will watch the kid.
Who the hell is KK? Never mind. Let's go. She's getting away. Move it!
Whee!
Stop the boat, Harrison.
That's Captain Harrison. You Santinas. Never any respect.
Fuck respect. Stop the boat.
And the language. You get that from your father, although your mother isn't much better.
Stop the fucking boat.
Whatever you say. Just lower that gun. There.
You're behind the brainwashings and the murders?
Oh. It's you. You're the shooter from that bar in the Bronx, aren't you? You've eluded us for months. I should be impressed. I can't exactly judge you. Not after everything that I've done.
You recognize me? You're void touched?
I have no idea what that means, but it doesn't really matter, does it? He is coming.
Who is coming?
The General. I met him out here, on the water. He gave me this power to manipulate minds. I used it to further my career, convinced old Laputa to take early retirement. I should have known there'd be a price.
Price?
A price to the General. He needs soldiers. His people can't fight on land, you see. He needs us for that. That was the deal. He gave me this power, I would send him people. For his army.
People?
Yes. He would send them back, eventually. In pieces, usually.
Pieces?
Then I would use my new power to cover it up.
You sacrificed people, then brainwashed the police to ignore it?
Not just the police. Friends. Family. Anyone who would question the status quo. He gave me no choice. He would have killed me otherwise. But it could have been worse. The General wanted hundreds. I only gave him a dozen.
Yeah, you're a freaking hero. You made me think I was crazy. You made everyone think I was crazy. So tell me, you gaslighting bitch, why single me out?
I don't know. I didn't want to, believe me. But I can't touch your mind. The General's power. You're immune.
I'm what?
It's because she's void touched, isn't it? Your power won't work on her. Or us.
I knew that as soon as you walked into my station. I knew then I'd have to take action.
You sent my brother to kill me.
I thought you'd leave, Vicky. Then you just move away in shame after everyone shut up. But no, you just dug in deeper. Instead of moving away, you moved down the block. Typical Santina. Like a dog with a bone. You just won't let go!
Ivy Dupler is great. Hello.
What the fuck?
Silence! Summoner, you have returned at last. Do you intend to fulfill your promise to me?
And I believe Vicky is Ariel Siegel? Who I think also voiced Kathy Rain. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. Sweet. Hi, General. Long time no see? Oh yeah, promise? What promise was that?
You have forgotten how very human. You instructed me to bond with a human, one with ambition.
Ariel Siegel,
They
yeah.
would bring me an army. I have done so, and yet I still wait for an army worthy of the name. So I ask again, where is my army, Summoner? My people continue to get slaughtered by the hour.
Okay, so he bonded with her. A human with ambition, and that was what she was. There will be no army, General.
Jest. Surely you jest. You are the one who summoned me here. You are the one who promised me an army. But you just toyed with me. Why?
That's a very good question, actually.
Don't know? You play with the lives of my people, and you don't know?
Right. Enough of this.
There is only one outcome here, Summoner. Your death. The blood of my people demands it.
No, please. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is just recruiting the seahorses from Ultima 4. General is huge, fast, and covered in a layer of slime. Not to mention angry. Eli is holding his ground. If he's nervous, he gives no sign. The Staten Island flag flaps in the wind. Vicky is calm, almost stoic. Whatever happens next, she's ready for it. Harrison's gaze remains fixed on the water. She avoids looking anyone in the eye.
Is what the general said true? You summoned him here.
If someone has to be blamed, I guess it's me.
There. Now we have it. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here right now. You're just lucky the general chose me. Anyone else would have seen hundreds dead by now. I hope you have a plan.
Nope.
I should be freaking out. I should be pissing myself. What the hell is wrong with me?
It means you're one of us.
I am? Maybe. It's worth thinking about. Maybe I belong with you people after all.
What do you mean, you people? Cute Benny Hill song, oh my god, yeah.
Surrounded by water. Not exactly in my element here.
Puns, really?
Who's making a pun? It's the truth. If there's anything more useless than a fire mage at sea, I can't think of it.
Eli. Kablam.
Doesn't make a dent.
You are merely delaying the inevitable. Your kind will toy with my people no longer. You will be destroyed, along with your lives. My people may be doomed, but we will not go quietly. You gave us hope and took it away. Now you pay the price. I can swim for a week with no rest. How much fuel is in that boat of yours?
That's awesome.
There is nothing else to say. Now you die, Summoner. There is...
Solid metal flagpole. Looks pretty sturdy. The console. Sliding panel. Throttle. Raise lower flag. What's in here? Gas tank. Eh. Bribe him with credit card. It's not a credit card. It's a key card, but I like where your head's at. Mew. Ah, it doesn't work anyway. Butter knife. Eh.
A butter knife? Really?
Stabby, stabby.
What? No, I'm not climbing that.
A thick plastic gas can. It feels full. Splash.
What is this stench?
I don't remember what the point of the flagpole is. If you can stab him? I think you can stab him,
What's this
actually.
your plan? I should
If you, like,
know.
lower the flag and then stop.
Me into battle. To fight me. To kill me.
That might be what you have to do with it. Oh, yeah, Mandana can walk out on it and fight him. That is a good point. I guess, I must have done this mission with Mandana before. I played this game twice before. I must have done that at least once. You attacked us.
You went back on your word. What would you have me do?
You can go back to your world, or I fry roast you.
You give me the choice. You show me mercy.
You were given a bum deal. We get that. But no more people die. That's final.
I see. Very well. I accept your terms. I will leave and never return.
What about Harrison's brainwashing abilities?
Yeah, good question.
Joy Harrison and I are bonded. She will share my power as long as
Speak up. Can't hear you.
I am alive.
Right, March?
Right.
What guarantee do we have that you won't come back?
Right. The bond between you and Harrison, that ain't going away. You could, theoretically, come back whenever you want, right?
She is my anchor in this world, yes. But I have accepted your terms. I will honor them.
Right. In that case, break the bond. That way there's no issue.
I cannot. It is permanent. It remains in place until either I die or she does.
Hey, Oberstillo. What if you took Harrison back with you?
Then her anchor will be in my world. I will be unable to return here.
And we'll be free of her brainwashing ass.
What? You must be joking. I'm the innocent one here.
Innocent. You accepted my offer. Quite eagerly, I might add.
Harrison is no innocent, but she's still human. She doesn't belong on your world.
She doesn't belong on this one either, not after the crap she's pulled.
So, tell me what you wish. Joy Harrison would make a fine soldier.
So, we got 3 choices this time. What do you think we should do, chat? Have him take Harrison back to his world with him, so that he can't come back and neither can she, and she gets to fight for him in his war. Have Eli just kill him, or just send him back alone. No deals with demons. Well, he's not a demon. I mean, I'm the demon. I was, anyway. Okay, we got 1 vote for send them both off to the war. Yeah, he's just a merfolk. A merman. Merman. Eli thinks no one belongs here. Yep, not fire elementals. No possessed. Well, she doesn't. Well, no, he thinks people do belong here if they are from here. He doesn't think she belongs in his world. Okay. Send Harrison. Okay, we got 2 votes for send them both to his world, and 1 vote for just send him. Any other votes? Void touch? No Earth for you. Yeah. Except for us. Only we get to be on Earth. Make sure I'm not missing any. Send them both off. Send Harrison. Send him. Yeah. Yeah. We're the Unavowed. We're special. Okay. Yeah, looks like we have 2 votes to send Harrison with him. So let's do that. Take Harrison back with you.
What? No!
Move it. Whatever happens over there couldn't happen to anyone nicer.
The bargain's been struck. I will have 1 new soldier for my efforts this night.
Damn you all! Screw you,
Hey.
General!
Hey, no.
And screw your war. I hope your people die. I hope they choke!
No, none of that. God damn it, Harrison. How many times today I gotta see someone do that?
Jesus.
The bond is broken. When I return home, I will have no path back here.
Then leave. For God's sakes, just leave. There's been enough bloodshed.
Yes, my people need me. With or without an army. Goodbye. I pray we will not meet again.
Well, damn.
And the secret ingredient? Paprika.
I'll have to remember that the next time I get knocked out.
Seriously. Paprika. Lots of it. Better than aspirin.
There she is. Vicky! Vicky, is it true? Did Harrison order me to kill you?
You don't remember?
I'm not sure. Last thing I remember, I was talking to Harrison, then I'm waking up in the storage room with a splitting headache. I got up and found this guy. He told me to wait here for you. What happened? Where's the captain?
She's gone. She's not coming back.
I don't know why, but I think that's a good thing.
You have no idea.
Right. The less I know, the better. But I do know one thing. I'm sorry for everything.
The hedge. Yeah.
So, you guys have a wizard clubhouse or something?
Something like that. Our HQ is on the Lower East Side.
How do we get there? Magic carpet?
Nope, the ferry. Then we catch the N train uptown.
Yeesh. Well, let's jet. The 10:05 ferry's leaving any minute.
Found the Changeling player. I've not played Changeling. I want to. I've played several of the White Wolf games, but Changeling, unfortunately, I've not had any experience with. Which is a shame, because it's cool. I like the ideas behind it. So, time to check in with the folks.
Good evening. I trust you are rested after last night? I admit that I am jealous. To be out at sea again, well, it would be like old times.
Old times?
Old times. My childhood, at my mother's knee, learning from the best.
You have to love the people you're playing with. That's fair. The mission made you think of your mother?
I suppose I cannot help it. A sea voyage, a battle, new alliances forged. I do not often dwell on the past, but I dare not forget it. I am the daughter of the Pirate Queen of Ulster, and her legacy lives through me. Speaking of which, I must continue my training. I will see you at the meeting.
She's a pirate, or she's half pirate, half Jean. Can we talk a bit more first?
We may.
Any thoughts on that last mission?
Harrison's death was not your doing. Do not blame yourself.
What
All
are
her
you doing?
choices were the result of selfishness and greed. They caught up with her. That is all.
How's Vicky settling in?
We have spent the morning conversing. She seems quite eager, anxious to prove herself. I have seen her sort before. Recruits like her are the first to throw themselves into danger, and are the first to get themselves killed. I have grown fond of her. I hope that does not happen.
Aw. Pirates are people. In her downtime, she's pirate Jin software. Oh my god, me too. It's a real good portrait. Yeah, mage confuses me. I have some questions about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Your mother was a pirate?
I did not say pirate. I said pirate queen. She had a whole fleet of ships. She ruled the waters of half of the old Irish kingdoms before she was through. Her portrait hangs in the study. She was a formidable woman, but in the end, merely human. Though it has been centuries since she passed, I still remember her every time I swing this blade on my back. Thank you.
Yeah. When I moved from the city I used to live in, I dropped off a bunch of my old books at a thrift store, at like a used bookstore that I found, and I, of course, had to look around the shelves while I was there, and they had a bunch of tabletop TTRPG books that I was sorely tempted to buy. They had a lot of Exalted stuff. And I really like the Exalted setting, and I would love to get more books for it. But I was like, but I had to say no because I'm trying to get rid of books, not get more. I'm about to move. Moving books is a pain in the ass. But I came that close to buying a bunch of Exalted books. Yeah, Exalted is a really cool setting. It's so bonkers. Yeah, I mean, there would have been, like, I think I only would have ended up buying, like, 5 or 6 books as opposed to, like, the box full that I dropped off. But still. I did meet...
Hey there, you're awake.
A very cute cat.
That was quite the harbor cruise last night. Most people would pay good money for that.
I did meet a very cute cat at that bookstore, though. I think her name was Emma? Something like that. She was black and fluffy. Kind of like March, but fluffier. He was a long-haired kitty. You were a short-haired kitty. Just loafing on the floor behind me, looking at me grumpily, like you do. I'd happily pay to not do that ever again.
You'll do that again and much more. I'll tell you that for free. But seriously, the brass ones on that guy, showing up in the middle of the harbor like he did. Supernatural creatures used to be more skittish. They worked in the shadows. They're getting braver, bolder, flexing their muscles in front of mundanes. And if that goes unchecked, well, we know where that leads, don't we?
No, I don't. Where does it lead?
People rising up. People falling down. Sorry, I'm not making a whole lot of sense, am I? Many centuries ago, there was a fire mage. His name was Alden. He got bold, too. He killed people with his power. Whole villages, armies. Nobody could stop him. He was my great-grandfather. So yeah, I know where this leads. And it's never anywhere nice. Anyway, see you at the meeting.
Dang. So now we know where he gets his power. Kinda. Can we talk a bit more first?
Fire away.
How's any thoughts on our last mission?
Harrison was a nasty piece of work, Honestly, if I was faced with the same fate, I might have done the same thing. I don't judge you for making that call. You tried to avoid bloodshed. It backfired. It happens.
I don't know. Oh, I've forgotten the voice actor's name. It's like, I want to say it's Tom something. I forgot his name. I'd like to know about Alden.
Yeah, I guess I can't casually mention an evil fire mage and not expect a follow-up question. Like I said, he's my great-grandfather, or was. He's dead now.
Why did the General make you think of him?
Because the General attacked us in the middle of the Hudson River. It was a small thing, but that's how it starts. Someone with power using it where they shouldn't. Alden got too bold and too powerful. Someone had to do something about it. So the families of his victims got together. They made a deal with the Fae of the Unseelie Court. How they did it, I don't know. But they turned themselves into hunters.
What kind of hunters?
It's obvious by the name they gave themselves. They became the Hunters of Alden, infused with unimaginable power. They were dedicated to one purpose, and one purpose only. Stopping and killing Alden by any means necessary.
What happened next?
Alden needed to die. He was insane, no question. And after a long, bloody battle, they did it. Alden was dead. But the Hunters weren't done. Not by a long shot. They decided all fire mages had to die, and they've been doing it ever since.
Oh, great. But you're a fire mage.
Yep. When my power manifested, they were drawn to me like a homing beacon. They wanted to kill me. Mandana and Kalash found me just in time. They helped me fake my death, threw the Hunters off my trail. And I've been here ever since.
Frank Todaro, thank you.
Monsters working out in the open never leads to anything good. People will fight back, one way or another. And innocents have to pay the price, every time. Anyway, see you at the next meeting, I guess.
I got the T part right. Like, I knew, like, one of his names started with a T. I was wrong about which one.
Fire away.
How's Vicky adjusting?
Surprisingly well. Better than I did back in the day. Of course, I was setting fire to everything I touched, so there was that. Right. See you around.
Let's finish talking to the people, and then I will call it for the night. Let's take another look at this painting, because we mentioned it. Yeah! So cool! The Pirate Queen of Ulster. Logan is relaxing on the sofa and fiddling with his phone. Vicky peruses the liquor collection.
Sounds like you guys went on a real pirate adventure last night. Saw a sea monster and everything. KK was jealous. I guess watching over Vicky's kid brother didn't have quite the same punch.
You're not the rookie anymore, Logan. Congrats.
Huh, that's right. Never thought of that.
Whatever. Just no hazing rituals. Had enough of that when I joined the force.
Anyway, I'm ready when you are. Give a shout when the meeting starts.
I'd like to talk a bit first.
I can do that.
Any thoughts on that last mission?
Shame about how Harrison ended up. I suppose in her way, she took some responsibility for what she did. But in the end, it was her choice. We don't need to take responsibility for it.
Can I ask you about KK?
She says it's okay, so go ahead.
Is she with you all the time?
Yep, pretty much all the time. She can't travel very far from me. Maybe a few hundred feet, half a block at most. So I couldn't shake her even if I wanted to. Not that I would. She's good company.
Aw. So it's not awkward having her around all the time?
Nah. Like I said, KK's good company. See? She just made a farting noise with her mouth. More fun than Sammy's on a Saturday night, let me tell you.
What about when you have, company over? You used to be quite popular at Sammy's.
Jesus. You say that like it was a good thing. I had no idea who or what I was going home with most nights. I'll tell you this though, since I got sober, company hasn't been much of an issue for me. I just haven't wanted to. I couldn't tell you why that is, any more than I could tell you why I hooked up so many times when I was drinking. So having KK around hasn't cramped my style. At least, not in that way.
Good to know. I would assume that KK leaves the room when he's on the toilet, just like, you know, Joey presumably did for Rosa. That's all for now. See the two of you later.
Talk later. Now, where were we?
So this place is real. It's all real. You know, when I got up this morning, I thought I dreamt it all. But everything's changed. People are remembering that people died. I heard Vinny crying all night. He doesn't understand. How could he? I want to tell him, but that would be a really bad idea. Anyway, I'm ready to get to work.
Any thoughts on that last mission?
I can't change what happened to all those people, but if I can stop it from happening to anyone else, I'm ready and raring to go.
What's happened on Staten Island since we left?
The station's a madhouse. All the victims' families are flooding the place, demanding answers. The cops don't know what to say. You'd think I'd feel a bit of, I don't know, vindication or whatever, but I just want to move on.
Headbangs the troll gate too. I want a metal cover of the Trollgate tune. Get Rich B on the line or E-Rock or someone. How's Donnie doing?
Donnie? He's super pissed. He's not sure what happened, but he knows he was tricked. He's doing his best to make it right. Not that it really can be made right.
You settling in okay?
I'm fine. Just show me the monsters and I'll take them out.
Wait, is there? I mean, I'm sure there's metal covers of the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, but I'd be very surprised if there's a metal cover of the Trollgate theme. Oh man.
Right. Catch you later.
We'll chat later. Okay. I'll save the conversation with Kalash until next time. So, yeah, let's call it there, and we'll pick up Unavowed next week. I'll probably do a makeup stream tomorrow, and we'll do more Night in the Woods, because I didn't stream last night because I was busy reinstalling Windows on my computer. I didn't have everything set up at the time, but now I do. I should be able to resume Night in the Woods tomorrow, so I'll plan to do that. And other than that, yeah, I'll see you then, and then next week after that. Let's see, who's playing what? Ooh, are you playing the... We got some Resident Evil 4 going on. Is that the original or the remake? I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Like initially it was bad because we were trying to figure out like how to. It all started. I was just trying to, you know, install a new SSD in my computer to replace the two spinning hard drives that were in there. But apparently the spinning hard drives had some component of Windows on them or something, because my system wouldn't boot when they were taken out. I don't know what was going on there. It was a weird setup, and we just decided to just go, you know what? Well, let's just remove all of my current hard drives and just put the two new ones in there, start from scratch. So we did that, and now everything is good so far. Oh, is that okay? I'll take it. I did have to re-download OBS, and I re-downloaded a bunch of stuff, and I redid my setup. So it's possible that I've changed some stuff without realizing it. Yeah, so please tell me if anything looks weird or needs to be adjusted, because I'm starting from a clean slate, and I'm sure like my settings are all weird now. So if there's anything if there's anything that needs to be changed, please let me know. But I'm glad that it apparently looks good now. So yay for that. What's Taco Venture playing? I think he was playing I can't tell what he's playing. Okay, that looks like the new... Yeah, let's send you over to Aphotic Cthulhu. He's playing the Resident Evil remake, Resident Evil 4 remake, which is a good time. I recently watched Ikifu play through that, and that was pretty cool. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Night in the Woods. Good night.